They're all Todd's, all of them.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Here's Gingy.
Pain has a face. Allow me to show it to you. Gentlemen, I am pain.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
I think he's in trouble.
Julie, this guy, if he can't take a joke, he stinks.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk.
Greetings, Flesh Wound Radio freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Radio. I am Daniel Shine, joined as always by the Hat Man tonight himself, Todd Loya, and Pugs Dread. It's not bad, Todd. It's not as, ravishing as my hat, but it's,
I wear stuff that appropriately matches my outfit.
What does the P stand for?
It's a sporting team, Dan.
All right, you could have been specific.
Okay, if I'm going to teach you, okay, where's the franchise from? What are the franchise's colors? Franchise Shane Douglas.
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, that would be the football one, but this is the Pirates. They're all black and gold.
They must not be very good. I haven't heard of the Pirates, but I'm a wrestling guy. What can I say?
I just like that.
Aside from that, see, if I knew you were going to say that, I could have introed this at "Cut the fucking music." But yeah, just for you wrestling fans, we won't get too inside.
Yeah, they actually should just have watched Squared Circle Society where we talked about Brawl for All. Just got done.
There you go.
Moments ago. There you go.
Yeah, I could have seen old Dean Douglas maybe in the Brawl for All if he hadn't left. Just little, yeah. Anyways, if you know wrestling, this is the horror show, people. So if you're listening for the first time out there on YouTube, I promise we're good.
Or if you're watching on YouTube, even.
Yeah, watching us on YouTube. I hope you are. Pugs, how are you doing, sir?
Uh-oh. We have a problem, Pugs.
Pugs is muted.
I'm retarded.
You muted during the. That's what I used to do every week on the other one.
I did, but I was saying, surprise, Satan. I have no holes in my hands, and feet like Jesus Christ for Zombie Jesus Day. I had some eggs. Pretty good.
Wait, look at that.
Is it the fact that we're doing? I mean, isn't the fact that we're doing Satanic Sunday offensive enough? You had to take it there, Pugs. All right.
You're lucky we're not doing a live Passion of the Christ commentary today.
We should do another one. That'd be funny.
Whoever would do such a thing is a complete dick.
We are deviants.
And you can go back to
fuck those people.
December 2019, right? Or was it
a better time? No, it was 19.
Okay.
Back when we weren't in quarantine and we can leave the cross and then open a cave. We can come back sooner than 3 days later.
Right.
Maybe
so did everybody eat fish on Friday while watching We Summon the Darkness?
I'm trying to get the reference. Is there some sort of
you don't eat meat on Good Friday?
Oh, well, I do, but yeah.
I think that's right. I think I had the wrong day. There we go. I think we're day 31 in quarantine.
Halloween.
31. Wow. Yeah. God, it feels longer.
No, I'm wrong. Well, it's day 30. We went in on the 13th, so.
Oh, we should have done a 28 days later special when I didn't even think of that.
Fuck.
God.
We'll do the 28
weeks later.
Let's hope it doesn't get to fucking 28 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have that one.
It's gonna be like the Divide, man. You're gonna like tune in. We're all gonna have like fucking gimp masks and I don't know, like fucking the microwave or something if it gets to 28 weeks. So.
I don't know why that is the cutoff to like let's fuck the microwave.
How are we fucking the microwave?
I don't even know. The
It's
hot
the
pockets in there.
That microwave looking good, man. You don't know. I mean, it'll get
there. Microwave's hot.
There you go.
You know who else is hot? Alexandra Daddario. The Daddario.
Yes. This was literally Todd just was like, "Oh, my girl's in it. We're reviewing it." I don't know what the fuck.
I don't even think I said that, but I might have said something like that.
Yeah, it's like I swear it could be like.
Oh yeah, I had to fight you two. Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta stop saying the R word. I was the dumb one because you sent it earlier, and I was like, I just looked at the names, like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then later on, I saw another image, and it had her on it. I was like, oh, we should do this. Check earlier. You're right. We should do it. I'm on board.
Yes, it just went on VOD Friday. So
yeah.
And you just got rid of the blisters on your hands from her True Detective season, Todd. I mean, what are you doing?
I have not seen True Detective that season. I know.
Todd.
I've seen that part.
I just think when you watch True Detective, that should be an exclusive episode.
Okay.
Because that's worth it. I got a lot to say about that show. I love that show.
All right, well, maybe I got the time.
If we do that, Todd, the camera can't. He's got to stay like right about here. You know.
I still have like 3 of her movies I haven't watched yet. I've watched some. I watched The Layover. I don't recommend, but I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen Baywatch, and I probably should.
Oh, yeah. Dan's still mad about that. Don't even bring it up.
Okay.
It was okay.
I said don't bring it up.
Triggered.
Yeah, he's gonna start talking about the
for an R-rated Baywatch. I think they could have done more, but it's not bad. It's not a horrible movie.
It's not 1980.
Well, it should be because 2020 sucks a dick. But anybody's going to disagree with that right now.
No,
but hopefully,
I think it more likely it's ball slapping on your ass is 2020.
Yes, it is the old spit roast. But so, anyways, yes, Satanic Sunday. We hope you all are enjoying your holiday as well as you can. Bit of non-traditional, obviously, for most of you. But I don't know. What do you guys have for dinner?
I haven't yet. As soon as we're done, I mean.
I haven't yet either. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, we worked around your schedule, Dan, because Lord forbid Dan doesn't get his food.
Well, it's later here than it is there. I keep forgetting. So you're still within dinner time.
Now, to be fair, I like slept in, so because I wanted to do this at like noon, but oh well.
And we could have. I would have been good at noon. So
well, that would have been 3 for you, Dan.
Shame on you, Todd. Well, that would have been close, but anyways, so we hope you guys are enjoying it the best you can, and we're here to talk some satanic, spooky horror films for you guys. First, before we get into this, I should say for you YouTubers out there, or if you're not listening on YouTube, Flesh Wound features on YouTube. We literally just got everything, or Todd got everything up. I don't want to take credit for that. Todd got everything up. And subscribe. Obviously, there's a ton of episodes, ton of old episodes. Most of the new stuff, you'll get to see us like this. And we're a work in progress. But like I said, you can see our beautiful faces. You can see my hat. You hear all the shit talking about it over the years. Now you get
proof. We have proof now.
Look at this hat. Come on, guys. This is an awesome hat.
You've probably seen it on flyers around your town saying to stay away from the children.
That's fucked up. But Yeah, so Flesh Wound features on YouTube. Subscribe, like, it is most appreciated. Please do that, as we're new to YouTube. We're YouTube virgins. So, yes, pop Todd's cherry and like and subscribe. Also, be sure to join the Horror Cartel Flesh Wound Radio group. Join that. And the Flesh Wound features Facebook page.
Are we already done, Dan? I'm confused.
I'm just doing the promotion up front.
Well,
he wanted to get it out of the way.
We're 10 minutes in and we have not talked about the movie. We're gonna have to fix this for
talk
man.
the movie now. All right.
Are we 10 minutes in already? Fuck. Yeah, clip that out.
We bullshit a bit. But all right.
Dan has to learn the difference between radio and video.
Yes, I know.
Because we already lost 99% of the viewers because we haven't said a word about the movie.
You can fix it in post.
We will cut all the
too much work.
We'll cut the promotion. All right. So our first film of the evening is our newest film, which is from director Mark Myers, and of course featuring Todd's dream girl, Alexandra Daddario. And it is We Summon the Darkness. On the way to a heavy metal concert, Alexis and two girlfriends hear a news report of a local murder believed to be tied to a series of satanic killings. After the show, the girls invite three guys to join them at the estate owned by Alexis's father, a fire and brimstone preacher. What starts as a party suddenly turns dark and deadly in this devilishly entertaining thriller. All right, so she's your dream girl, Todd. So I got to tag you in first on this one. And I should say we will have for all of our movies a spoiler section at the end, so you will be warned.
Yes,
be spoiler free.
Yeah, we'll throw a graphic on in the bottom, so I don't have to say it 85 times. It's spoilers time.
Yes, video, man, technology.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, because we still are doing radio, so if you're just hearing us, you're probably better off than seeing us. So. Okay, We Summon the Darkness. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw it was a new film with Alexandra Daddario, and I said, well, we should check it out. Other than like the Satanist angle, that's all I really knew. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was the best film of the night, but I thought it was a solid, fun little entry. Although the Knoxville thing, I just want to get it out there. It's more of a cameo. So if you're expecting him, what it kind of reminded me of? Gene Simmons in Trick or Treat, doing the opposite role kind of thing.
Didn't stop him from making the cover of the DVD.
Yeah, but I don't know, Pugs. What did you think?
I thought this was fun. It made me miss going to live shows because I also am a metalhead. Like I go to all the time. I like more than metal, but but I was like, oh man, that seems like a good time. I want to do that, and the music was cool. Obviously the Daddario. Come on, the more we get of her, the better. Which was, I will spoil that. There's a lack of boobage.
That's
available.
You took Dan's one thing.
Well,
textbook Dan.
Yeah. Anyway,
she only does that for HBO money.
That's good. It's worth it. Pay her more. But the cleavage is nice. The characters are cool. It's just fun. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Well, all right. So this one, I will grant you solid, but this is a very average movie with a better than average cast, is how I would put it. It not a lot happens for well over 30 minutes. It didn't help that I kind of had this one figured out already. It was not too difficult to predict where this was going, considering modern horror film and all. And not that necessarily matters. I mean, at the end of the day, this is sort of a slasher thriller. Whether or not you know where it's going is not always the biggest thing, but
not
the
everyone's
gore-
as seasoned as us, Dan.
that is true. And you will probably enjoy this well enough for 90 minutes, but even the gore, it's very well, I mean, there really isn't much gore, truthfully. I mean, mostly just basic stabbings. It's not particularly suspenseful. I like the characters enough to keep me in it. I'll put it that way. This is not a great horror film at all. It's very, very just very average, but
Dan's about to disappear off the screen now.
Missing the girl.
I'm not. No. Now I was going to get to that. Alexandra Daddario is actually a really good actress. She had a lot of pizzazz in her role. She actually played a better than I expected. In the more intense stuff. Not that I get. She's been in intense roles, but she's never, sort of been, toe to toe that I've seen anyways. Maybe she has, but doing some of the fights and what have you. I'm
other than Leatherface.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Well, Todd, you gotta fucking embarrass me on camera. God damn it, I forgot about.
Do your goddamn research, man.
But I don't know. I'll elaborate more. But you know what? Oh man, I'm gonna piss you off. You know who she reminds me of?
No.
Not as good though. Fairuza Balk.
Why is it gonna piss me off?
Now? No.
Fairuza Balk, way prettier, but
I hope we're not talking now.
Yes, I like Fairuza Balk.
Better now. We're like today. You're comparing them today, both of them right now.
All right, obviously you're not going to agree with that one, but Prime, whatever.
She was a damn good looking woman, but even in their prime, I go with Daddario.
Same.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Well, that's fine. We all know your taste in women, so we're fine.
But I don't know. Maybe Fairuza is just more goth. But yeah, no. I mean, I enjoyed this. It's very well made. Johnny Knoxville, like I said, don't get too excited, but it's a little more than a cameo, but not much. And I did pop when cookie sheets were used.
Attitude era.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm a little too harsh, but this one is not a classic or a great horror film, like some are saying. But
I wouldn't say that, but I'm closer to Pug.
I think the audience for this is like teenage girls. Like, yeah, we can do it too.
Yeah,
solid.
It's definitely.
I'm out of the age range, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's where Dan kind of has a problem because he can't take himself out of it. Like, there's a lot of the Blumhouse stuff, Black Christmas. And I'm not including with this that he just cannot wrap his brain around because it's not made for him. Yeah, I'm saying with the exception because that's even to them they hated it, but there's a lot of that stuff that he just can't comprehend. That it wasn't that good, but I said not including Black Christmas. Then
Black Christmas. Let's rate this, and then we can talk spoilers after the other movies.
Black Christmas is a scythe in the asshole, no matter who you are. All right, let's rate this one, and we will have spoilers at the end because several warrant it. All right, so I'm actually a 3. I think this is above average, super predictable, but maybe you guys don't think so. Like I said, we'll talk about it later, but what say you guys?
I'm a 3.5. I liked it, but I know it's not going to be for everyone.
All right, for everybody new, we rate out of 5. I'm going to 4. I'm doing it a 4. I had a really good time, and they were all pretty, and I wanted to go to that metal show.
There you go. Yeah, I should say this actually takes place in 1988. Did you have an issue, Pugs, on the music end? Like, what were the two big songs? Heaven is a Place on Earth is not one I kind of expected.
I love that song, and also
not a bad song.
Loved it in Black Mirror, San Junipero. That's the best use
to watch.
You gotta see it.
I've only we watched the first episode you had us watch, and I'm gonna throw some on during quarantine because I need something else to throw on in between Hannibals.
Okay, do that.
So that.
But no, I love those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it felt like the 80s to me totally though.
I will tell you, there's a little bit of the Jessica Biel thing. It's hard. Alexandra Daddario is so of the time.
She tried with that.
Yeah, she did.
That hair bullshit, but yeah, I'm with you.
It's like you look at her, she looks modern. That's why like Jessica Biel and Chainsaw never worked for me because she was a girl of that era, not of the time she's trying to be.
Although Jessica Biel and that wife beater works for me, so
well, that's a whole different. And that's the thing when I talk shit about her, not working for the era, it has nothing to do with it. Like how pretty
let it slide.
Yeah. No.
This almost, I mean, honestly, it's cool that it's in the 80s, but it didn't really have to be.
Yeah, no, it didn't have to be because they could have same thing. We're in the middle of nowhere, no cell phones. That's the only thing setting it period changed.
Yeah.
But I hate those scenes anyway, so I'm glad they said it in the 80s. Okay.
The Satanic Panic in the 80s.
Yeah,
the deal.
That is important.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Which we'll get into later.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, okay.
All right, so moving on to our next movie, which is our retro title of the evening. I apologize. I'm dropping stuff. All right, so this one is going to be quite fascinating because I think it's a first-time watch for Hugs, right? Yeah. Todd, I don't know about you.
No, it was.
It was? Okay, cool. So I'm curious to talk about this one.
I've been meaning to watch this for years, and
I've had that Blu-ray set for years, and I had the DVD, and I don't think the DVD was not even open. So
yeah, it's well, I should say the film is Possession from 1981. Director Andrzej Zulakski might be saying his name. Yes, and. All right, so with their marriage in pieces, Anna and Mark's tense relationship has become a psychotic descent into screaming matches, violence, and self-mutilation. Believing his wife's only lover is the sinister Heinrich, Mark is unaware of the demonic, tentacled creature that has hidden away for liaisons in a deserted apartment and will stop at nothing to protect. All right, so... all right, so this one is going to be an interesting review, and because I actually really like it, but this is very different and hard to classify. First off, the acting, which I should say this is an early performance from Sam Neill as Mark, long before Jurassic Park brought him international fame.
And don't worry, Dan's gonna open up the park again soon.
Fuck you, Todd.
And hey, what did I tell you about that?
I'm a very young, sexy version of the Jurassic Park guy. Thank you very much. And my hat's cooler. So anyways, so this film comes from 1980. God, 1981 was a awesome year for horror movies. We've talked about that year a lot, particularly slashers. But anyways, this one, they do such a fantastic job of portraying marital strife. A lot of the acting is intentionally like dialed up and kind of over the top, but the whole thing feels like just one big fucking anxiety attack. I mean, you feel for Sam Neill, you feel the paranoia in his eyes, you feel just everything that guy, whether there's dialogue or not, he is such a fantastic actor. And if you're a fan of Jurassic Park or Event Horizon and all the big stuff he's done, this is probably the best acting you'll see out of him. And a lot of you that will have issues, it's one of those films where the true horror elements don't make up a big bulk of the film. Even the synopsis, one could argue, gives too much away, but you kind of have to talk about what it's about. When the horror hits, it's pretty fucked up. It's sexually fucked up. It draws you in. Now, how do I describe it? I mean, it's got a little Cronenberg, a little David Lynch. It's got a lot of those kind of themes going on. Does this appeal more to the art house crowd than the horror crowd? I can't even really answer that question. So I'll tag you guys in, whoever wants to go first, because first time watch, and this was probably only my second time, I think, seeing it.
Pugs, go for it.
All right. So I've been wanting to see this for years. Like, I've seen the scene where what's her ass is in the hallway going crazy, and people have used it as like how to overact, and I think it fits well in the movie. It's very crazy. Dan was correct on it being anxiety driven, because even I was getting a little tense, and I don't usually get that way, but I think I just got involved. Its story's a little weird to follow, but it's a fun journey. It's an interesting journey. I can't say really fun, because sometimes it's nail biting, sometimes it's not. The creature gore, where I don't know how spoilery we want to get on this, but the tentacle stuff, weird and very cool, and that was probably my favorite thing about the damn movie. I like that they bring in the Berlin Wall, because it reminded me of the new Suspiria, which I think is better than the old Suspiria. You can fight me on that if you want to.
I like them both, though. I can't say.
That's fine. I also think Event Horizon is overrated as fuck, so F that movie.
I love Event Horizon.
That's fine. We can do a watch along, and then I can just shit on it the entire time if you want. But
Dan likes that spacey shit.
Yeah.
That's hell shit too, sir.
It is not hell. It is a haunted house movie, but the house is a spaceship. But we'll get there.
If it had Leprechaun, it would have been so much better.
You're right, and more black people. Perfect. The one time
Ice-T in that, it's a top 10.
Hell yeah. But Possession.
Wait, hold on. I got a time. So you said Ice-T and Event Horizon would not improve it, Dan?
I don't think there's.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, Bucks.
No. Really cool. I'm glad I saw it. I don't know if I understand the entire thing, especially the ending, but I'm definitely going to watch this again after I process some more.
Yeah, it definitely falls in that mindfuck type of movie. I really liked it too. I didn't really understand a lot of it. It's one of those, like, I think the more you watch it, you will get more out of it. I don't know if I'd recommend it to everyone. You kind of have to go in knowing you like more surreal stuff and be forewarned. It's not a straightforward horror film at all.
No, it's not. If you like something you'll have a discussion about after, then I think you'll get something out of this for sure.
I'm going to recommend it if you do like a double feature. Pair this movie up with The Untamed. It's a Spanish movie. You gentlemen haven't seen it yet, but I think we're going to watch it eventually.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to talking about it. But I think it's a good companion piece to this movie.
It is, and there are even a couple moments in here that are unintentionally funny, and it's not a funny movie, but when Sam Neill channels Chris Benoit in the cafe, that was particularly amusing. And then the fight scene with Heinrich. There is something so bizarre about it. Like, what was it, like the double like tomahawk chop?
So he was giving him a warning. You don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to see poor Dr. Grant cucked, Possession is the movie for you. Yeah, but no, seriously, I am one who likes sitting and thinking about a movie, and it does, like, the ending is just like, wait, what's happening here? What's going on? But I dig it. I think that this is one I highly recommend you see, because I think it is a great film for the right person. So I'll put it that way. All right, so for all its weirdness, I have to give this one 4 stars. It's fantastically well made. Not for everybody, but second time seeing it, and it is unlike anything really that you've seen, and that's always a big plus in my books. What say you, gentlemen?
I was going back and forth between a 3.5 and a 4. Given it's my first time and I'm this interested in it, I'm gonna go 4 for now.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a 4 also. That's where I went. It's one of those where could it get lower or higher next time I watch it? It's very possible, but right now, just be forewarned. It's not your average. It's not a typical horror film, if you want to call it that. It's more of a surreal type.
But definitely horror. There's been debate on that, and I'm like,
well, when you look at those horror elements, I mean, they're definitely there. You can't deny the horror portion of this. And Pugs, you said one thing I just wanted to address. You're not alone. Now, I disagree, but you're not alone on that Suspiria comparison, because I know more than a handful now that actually think the new Suspiria is highly underrated. So you're not alone. Definitely
I wouldn't care if I was, Dan. It's my opinion, but thank you.
I'm just saying you're not alone on that one.
No one just says anything, Dan.
Shut up, Todd. Are you the one that, Todd, do you hate the new Suspiria?
No.
Or do you love it? I get this mixed up.
No,
he said he likes both.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're in the, all right. All right. So moving on to our main event of the evening before we get into our spoiler section. Newish film from director Chelsea Stardust, Satanic Panic, which is on Shudder right now, but they also put out a nifty little Blu-ray.
Dan, what are you doing?
What?
Todd's got it covered.
Yeah, you got the cover, but okay.
Dan,
show it. It's sparkly though. You
look
don't
at
have
your look at your host chat.
My host
chat. Which I've been.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I won't repeat what you said about me, but
well, it should have been open the whole time.
Okay. All right. So, Satanic Panic. Sam's first day as a pizza delivery driver is not going according to plan. At the end of a long day and not enough tips, her last delivery turns out to be for a group of Satanists looking for someone to sacrifice. Now, in a fight for her life, Sam must fend off witches, evil spells, and demonic creatures, all while trying to keep her body and soul intact. Starring Haley Griffith, Ruby Modine, Jerry O'Connell, and Rebecca Romaine, Satanic Panic will satisfy any viewer's need for monsters, mayhem, and jokes. All right, gentlemen, whoever wants to go first on Satanic Panic.
I'll go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Bugs.
You sure? I don't mind.
No, that's fine. I'm producing at the same time.
Okay.
All right, you're good, dude.
So I did, when this film was first advertised, I just saw the photo. And then a lot of, I don't want to be too chauvinistic about this, but a lot of feminists were pushing this. And that made me not care. I was like, okay, whenever I get to it, I'll get to it. I wish those bitches would have shut the fuck up. This movie's fucking fun. Had you not attached your agenda to it, I would have watched it way sooner, and I would have been promoting the shit out of this. Very funny, gory as shit when the time comes. The main girl is adorable. Like, I do not want anything bad to happen to her. So anytime she's in turmoil, I'm like, oh no, I hope you're okay. Yeah, it made me want to watch The Devil's Reign because there's like satanic robes, and yeah, this is a cool fucking journey, and hail Satan. I'll get into more details once everybody gives their opinion.
Hail Satan, indeed. I have something I have to show you if I can find it before we close on Devil's Reign. All right, so I didn't know anything about any sort of like feminist push for the movie, but
now Dan hates it.
yeah, well, I was just gonna say I think you were fearful of the Black Christmas effect, although I don't think anybody defends Black Christmas, but
I know Dan did not hear the part where I kept saying it's nothing to do with Black Christmas. He just heard those words and got triggered.
That's what I think Pugs was suspecting. That's all I'm saying is like he didn't watch it, but I fucking love this movie too. I really do. This movie is a blast. I think Sam in the lead, who is played by, because she was so good, I want to say Haley Griffith, I believe. Fantastic. Like, I was really amazed how good she was. This film doesn't hold back on the gore. I felt like I'm not going to say it's like at the level of like a Dead Alive or anything, but when it hits, there's some pretty gnarly bits when Romaine reaches into the neck and everything. There's a lot. Also, I did pop quite hard for when let's just say, if you get this reference, Todd goes sliders. I popped for that. I like
Don't you
the
mean
fact
sliders goes Todd?
Sliders. Yes. It's funny. I mean, the scene where just the beginning before like any of the horror really kicks in, where she's going to different pizza deliveries and like she ran into like the hooker that wanted her to piss on a guy.
I know her.
The hooker?
Clark Wolf. Yeah, she's
okay.
she's a horror host herself, and she's an actress. She used to be on the Bloodcast with Ryan Turek, who's on Shockwaves now, and she had her own show on Collider. Yeah, she works on DC Universe now. So yeah, I love Clark.
Cool.
She's awesome.
Oh, nice,
that was a cool
nice.
surprise to see her.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I can't pee right now, so can you mind? So yeah, this movie, I was amazed how good it was. I knew it had some hype behind it, but
that always makes me a little bit hesitant too.
Yeah, I think in this case it lived up to it though. It's equally funny and gory, which is rare, and some really good makeup effects as well. And I love satanic themed horror. That's me. I mean, Pugs mentioned Devil's Reign, Brotherhood of Satan. I eat that stuff up. So this is an excellent modern satanic horror film. Todd, what did you think?
I kind of
Satanic horror film's a little strong, right? Satanic horror comedy is.
Yeah, this is no Devil's Reign. Yeah, I disagree with that statement, but I fucking love this movie, and that's how I know I disagree with the statement. Because I'm 50-50 on.
But still, it's satanic horror film.
Okay, Dan. Yeah, this isn't going after that market at all, but it is on our Satanic Sunday. But yeah, it was just it was really fun. It was entertaining. The cast was good. I know. What was her name?
Rebecca Romaine.
No, I was going to say the chick from Happy Death Day. No, the one Dan liked. Ruby Modine, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter.
Yeah, the second lead, I guess you would consider her.
She's in Happy Death Day? Oh, she is in Happy Death Day. I remember her from Shameless. And Dan, I know you're a pervert.
That's right.
If you watch Shameless, you can see her naked.
I watched Shameless, but
he's like on season 2. You can't say you watched Shameless when the last time you watched it was 4 years ago.
I think I went. I'm about 5 in, but it's been a while.
Okay, that's better than I assumed.
Like 9 seasons.
It's on Netflix if you don't have the discs. I know they stopped putting out the blues. or they went to a Warner Archive, whatever.
Which is annoying. Yeah, I didn't realize. I was like, wait, was Jessica Roth in this? And then I realized who you were talking about. So, yeah, and a lot of the gore too. It doesn't sacrifice being a horror movie just because it's funny. It's still a horror movie, which is always important in a horror comedy.
You see, I'm with you on this one, bud.
I don't know, man. It's more
horror movies.
Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. If that do you consider that a horror show? It's a horror comedy.
Yeah, it I don't know if it quite goes
Stand
that
Against Evil
far, but there is a little bit of suspense in this, but it's awesome. That's what I know.
It's more comedy.
I'm not gonna argue with the awesomeness of it. I am going to argue with the horror of it, but I definitely it's a horror comedy, but heavy on the comedy.
Definitely. This is actually the first thing I've seen Rebecca Romijn in forever. I don't think it's that she's not acting or anything. I just haven't seen her.
Well, I'm sure that's why we got her husband in it too.
Yes. Did maybe Tomcats 2 will happen someday.
I love Tomcats, but that's a whole other thing. We should have that in our one of our upcoming sex comedy shows.
I haven't seen that forever.
We should do that.
Yeah, me neither. I saw that
one of
theatrically.
the last big true sex comedies.
Really?
All right.
That was before like American Pie.
No, dude. No,
well, there's still more after that too.
Well, there's more, but it was a great one.
It is true.
Theatrically released, but I want to say it was like 02, 03, maybe. It was definitely after American Pie. All right, so let's rate this one. What do you guys say?
I'm a 5.
Okay.
Let's go 5. I recommend it. 5.
Awesome. I'm close. I'm a 4.5, but this is a movie that I will rewatch again. It's a lot of fun. You can pop this on probably anytime and just have a blast with it, and it'll please just about everybody. So
that's why I gave it a 5, because it's definitely gonna it's a crowd pleaser.
It is.
Whether you're by yourself or with buddies, it's very enjoyable. And I want to go to that sacrificing. That shit looked fun.
It did.
All right. Do we want to do any spoilers on this, or I just want to?
Well, all right. Yes, spoiler warnings
hold on.
for our radio peeps.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Let's hope this doesn't end as a thumbnail, though, because that would suck.
So remember, Dan, let the audience know listening.
Yes, listening audience, be sure to watch the movies before you proceed with the show, because we are talking spoilers now. And yes, all right. So
which one first, Dan?
Probably not as much to say, so we can talk Satanic Panic first, since we just ended with that. Why not? All I can really say with this one is I hope maybe we'll get some kind of a follow-up.
And that's a spoiler, but see,
well,
I was going to say,
lives. Is that not a spoiler?
No, because she could have died and you still could have had the other people going. Okay, mine was the fucking Jerry O'Connell scene was fucking hilarious when he's he's not really trying to rape her, but he kind of is.
He's raping her to save her.
He was trying to save her life. He's like, it's just this whole thing. I was dying. All of a sudden, he's in his fucking drawers. I was dying.
He asked Rebecca, "How was it with Weinstein? I want to make this." I joke.
I'm laughing.
I really like the orgy scene towards the end. I really want to go to this party. I think Baphomet could have looked cooler, but then they end up getting that little fucking devil girl, so I was still all about it. Yeah. The pregnant belly. I was like, oh my god, they're actually gonna do this? Cool. Yeah, but
Did you not think there was some sort of like motorcycle decapitation coming? I didn't think she was gonna be let go.
A scooter decap? Yeah.
I'm kind of glad though. Like I said, I would not mind some kind of a sequel to this. It seems like a strong candidate. All right. So other spoilers. Do you guys have anything? Possession. The synopsis kind of gives away that spoiler, but I don't know how else to talk about it. So it's
no, that's okay.
Is a creature. All right. So last bit for our spoiler section is we summon the darkness. All right. So what I was alluding to in my review, 2020, it was very obvious to me that this was not going to be the guys hunting the girls. I knew what was up pretty early.
No, I didn't. I did not. I figured either it was going to be the dudes or it was going to be someone that likes the band. I really did not expect them to do it. I don't know. Well, I think I was just paying too much attention to Daddario, honestly.
They were just too geeky. So, and like, that was my thing. That's why I thought it was going to be the women.
I should have seen it coming when she couldn't remember what concert she went to.
Yeah.
Now, this is also a spoiler because I can't really bring it up as a beef, but I did not. Granted, I know it's not a traditional church, but I did not buy that those were church girls at all.
Well, they were brainwashed cult church girls. That's the whole kind of point.
That's also good because they need to infiltrate these metalhead people.
Yeah,
it is, but I don't know. Something just felt not authentic. They didn't feel modern to that time. Also, as we talked about, I had a few issues with that.
Well, Dan knows his psychopath killing church girls, and they were not screen accurate.
They were not screen accurate. I want accuracy, damn it.
I want boobies.
I knew we weren't getting boobs, so I just kind of accepted it.
Oh, wow,
you need to go in every movie with that expectation.
You really do.
All right, so just in closing, again, YouTube. If you're not listening on YouTube, join the Flesh Wound Features YouTube and like and subscribe. Everything's brand new. Todd just got everything up, so reward his hard work. And like the Flesh Wound Features Facebook page and join the Horror Cartel Flesh Wound Radio group. There is some exclusive stuff on there as well. And we will have more big announcements coming in the not too distant future.
All right. Good night, guys.
Namaste.
Good night.
Happy Easter. Hail Satan.